Hello everybody, this is Top MTG here today with another Magic the Gathering video. In today's video, we are going over all of the spoilers for Double Masters that have come out today, that being July 30th. Now today is the last day of spoilers, and almost everyone has spoiled their cards for today, and so I'm going to be going over it. Now, here's the thing, at 4 o'clock Pacific time, they are releasing a bunch of the commons and uncommons through a card image gallery update. And by my calculations, it'll be over 100 cards, and I really can't talk about 100 different commons and uncommons because guess what? This is a reprint set. I don't even get to talk about how the design of the cards is cool. I talk about how each one's a 25-cent card. So once they update that, you will find a link in the description of this video, and it'll lead you to every single card in the set, including all of the commons and uncommons that they just posted. I'll also have another link where you can specifically see the spoilers from today, so check that out after you're done watching this video. Either way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down every card that has been spoiled today, talk about its price, talk about when it was last reprinted, and just give you my overall thoughts. So why don't we move right on. First, we have Metallic Rebuke. This seems to be a leak, but it's a common, so whatever. It's a 3-cost blue instant with Improvise, and it says counter target spell unless the controller pays 3. So obviously your artifacts can help you pay for this. Pretty awesome. 25-cent card, however, last reprinted mystery booster. It's a common. I really don't have that much to say about it. Next we have Thopter Engineer. It's a 3-cost red creature human artificer, 1/3, and when it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. So you get a 1/3 and a 1/1 for 3, but it also says artifact creatures you control have haste, which is pretty awesome in a set that has lots of artifacts in it. Again, only 25 cents. It's an uncommon. Don't have too much to say about it. Next, however, we have Mana Echoes, which is a 4-cost red enchantment, and whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you may add an amount of colorless mana equal to the number of creatures you control that share a type with it. So essentially, say you play a cat, and you have 5 other cats. When you play that cat, you're adding 5 colorless mana, which means you can play maybe another cat. If you have a way to draw cards, maybe you're just playing a ton of spells, and this is just a really awesome card. It also doesn't say non-token, so tokens, if you create 7 tokens, then you're adding 6 times 7 mana, 42 mana. So, yeah, pretty awesome card. It hasn't seen a reprint since Onslaught, or printing since Onslaught. It's going for about 20 bucks, so it's above average what I would consider for a mythic, but it obviously doesn't make the top 10 list. Speaking of which, tomorrow I'll be doing a top 10 list where I talk about the top 10 most expensive cards from the set. Check that out tomorrow. But yeah, it's good to see this reprinted. I saw a lot of people hoping for this one, and it's good to see it happening. Next, we have Awakening Zone. It's a 3-cost green enchantment, and it says, at the beginning of your upkeep, you create a 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature token. It has sacrifice this creature, add colorless. This was last reprinted in Playing Chase Anthology, and it's going for about $5 right now. Again, would like to see this around the $7.50 mark, just to pay for half the price of a pack, but it's not as bad as something like Disciple of Bolas, which is going for about 35 cents. So, yeah, good to see that it's not completely garbage, but also I wish it was a little higher. Next, we have Maelstrom Pulse. It's a 3-cost black and green sorcery, and it says destroy target non-land permanent and all other permanents with the same name as that permanent. So, let's say, so first off, it's a $2 card from Ultimate Masters. Pretty awesome. It's devastating against token decks because you just name it, killing Goblin, kill everything with the name Goblin. If you're in a multiplayer game and you kill Soul Ring, now everyone's Soul Ring is destroyed. So, yeah, it just has lots of use. It's a pretty good spell. It also just destroy target non-land permanent for 3. Overall, good spell. Unfortunately, it's only $2. Again, I said $2 should probably be the bulk rares. So I guess if you consider this to be a bulk rare, it's kind of unfortunate to see another, quote, bulk rare. Next, we have the Scarab God. It's a 5-cost blue and black legendary creature god, 5/5. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses X life, and you scry X, where X is the number of zombies you control. You can pay 4 and exile target creature from an opponent's graveyard. Create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 4/4 black zombie, and when it dies, return it to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. So it's a $20 card. It's from Hour of Devastation. It keeps coming back. I know this sees a lot of play in Commander. It's just an overall really powerful card that played Standard while it was in it. So just overall, Pretty good card, good reprint, similar to Mana Echoes. It's only a little bit over the price of the pack, but again, anything over the price of the pack is considered good. I expect it to drop to about the price of the pack. So it's actually interesting. It's the second God we've seen reprinted this year. Maybe we'll see more in terms of this cycle of, we had the Locust God, now the Scarab God. Next we have Riku of Two Reflections. Again, this one's another leak, but it's a 5-cost green, blue, and red legendary creature, human wizard 2/2. And whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you may pay blue and a red, and if you do, copy that spell. And whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay green and a blue. If you do create a token that's a copy of that creature. So you can copy all spells, copy all tokens. Pretty versatile. It's going for about $33. Obviously, a lot of the demand comes from Commander players. It was last reprinted in Commander 2011, so it's been about 9 years since this thing has been reprinted, so it's good to see it being reprinted. Yeah, a lot of people are calling it. It is obviously double masters. There's 2 of them, 2 reflections, doubling things, 2/2. Everything about it makes sense. Next we have Mirror Retriever. It's a 2-cost artifact creature, Mirror, 1/1, and when it dies, return another target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. So just when it dies, get something back. If they were to destroy multiple things at once, you could get the thing that just died back. Pretty good. Again, common. Next we have Giora's Familiar. It's a 4-cost artifact creature bird, 2/2 with flying, and it says historic spells you cast cost 1 less to cast, so artifact, legendaries, and sagas, so it makes your artifacts cheaper to cast. Again, it's an uncommon, don't have much to say about it. Next we have Chief of Foundry, 3-cost artifact creature construct, 2/3. Other artifacts you control get +1/+1. Good if you have a bunch of artifact creatures. Again, I believe that's one of the 2-color combination themes. Again, I'll talk about that more Wednesday. So, it's a common, or an uncommon, sorry, I don't have much to say about it. Alright, now we move into rares. Isochron Scepter. It's a 2-cost artifact with imprint, and when it enters the battlefield, you may exile a card with CMC 2 or less from your hand, and then pay 2, tap, you may copy the exiled card. If you do, cast the copy without paying its mana cost. Pretty awesome. Going for about $13, so I would say that's above average. It's a pretty good rare for them to print, and it was last reprinted in Eternal Masters. Now, obviously, this is known for its combo with Dramatic Reversal that lets you infinitely untap all of your non-lands, assuming that you have you can generate 2 mana using non-lands. So if you have Soul Ring, Isochron Scepter, and Dramatic Reversal, then you can infinitely untap all your non-land permanents, and if you have any other permanent that generates mana, then you have infinite mana using that little combo. So it's pretty cool. It was obviously last reprinted in Eternal Masters, and it's good to see the price drop. Yeah, $13 is a little too high for an individual card, so it'll be nice to see that go down a little lower. Next we have Ash Barrens. It's an uncommon land that you can tap and add colorless, and it has basic land cycling for 1. This was leaked a little bit ago, but you can discard it and search your library for a basic land card, put it into your hand, and yeah, this is going for about 69 cents. So again, uncommon, not much to talk about here, and it was leaked before. Next, we have Mishra's Factory. It's a land, and you can tap to add colorless, pay 1. Mishra's Factory becomes a 2/2 assembly worker artifact creature token until end of turn. Until end of turn. It's still a land. Tap target assembly worker creature gets +1/+1. So you can theoretically tap it to make it become a assembly worker, or you could just pay mana, tap it. There's lots of weird things you can do with this, and it is just a nice creature that's also a land. And then we have Feted Heath, so this is obviously going to be the whole cycle of these. So you tap them for a colorless, or you can pay 1 of the 2 colors that they are, and tap to add any combination of those 2 colors. So they were all reprinted last in Master 25, but we have Feted Heath, which is at $13, Cascade Bluffs, which is at $12, Twilight Mire, which is at $13, Rugged Prairie, which is at $9, and Flooded Grove, which is at $10.39. I would overall say that these are a good choice. These are cards you're going to want to pull. They pay every single one of them, even the Boros one, pays for at least half the pack, so it's good to see. And again, lands, if you're not in, say, Commander, you might need 4 of these. $40 for just a set of lands is ridiculous. It'll be good to see these drop. And that's it for spoilers. Now, obviously, I just wanted to show you now we have all of the showcase cards. There were no new ones today, but we have all of them. So I thought I'd just go back through them once again. Here they all are. Either way, guys, if you enjoyed, please hit that like button. Remember, I will be posting a link at around 4 o'clock Pacific time, that's 6 o'clock Eastern, all that, and that will contain all of the spoilers for every single Double Masters card, and then also one for all the spoilers today, where you'll be able to find all of the commons and uncommons that they spoiled. Again, I just don't have the time to talk about it. If there are enough of them that are worth something, then I will talk about it, but generally, even if a card is worth $2, the fact that it's being reprinted at common or uncommon means it'll crash down to 35 cents, so you're not really looking for the value in the commons and uncommons. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope you guys have been enjoying all of the Double Masters spoilers. It's kind of weird to be at the end of it, but I still have a little bit more Double Masters content, and then, yeah, then we'll be moving on, and Zendikar Rising will be just around the corner. Again, if you enjoyed, hit that like button. Let me know what you guys have thought about Double Masters in the comments down below, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.